something, and now it slipped my mind. You know, I went to Famous Dave's tonight for dinner. I don't know if y'all have Famous Dave's where you live, barbecue place. Best barbecue chicken. Now, see, I can talk about this because I'm a carnivore. Rose, however, is not. Rose is more of an herbivore. I guess technically I'd be an omnivore. I don't know. I think. But yeah, I like me some meat. Sorry, Rose. I just do. Anyway, that was very random. Sorry. But I'm still kind of full of the barbecue chicken thing. And they have the best baked potatoes. Again, sorry. Not related to crafting, but it's just on my mind. Yes. Oh, Ravel Olympics. That was the other thing I was going to talk to you about. I know Rose mentioned it on her last vlog, but yeah, much like the Knitting Olympics of the last Winter Olympics, Ravelry is hosting a Ravel Olympics for the Summer Olympics. And so I have picked a sweater project, which is ambitious, sort of, you know, not really if you've seen what some people knit. Stephanie Pearl McPhee for the last Olympics. It's the Rusted Root pattern, which Rose actually knit just recently because, of course, with a Borg, and I like to copy her. So yeah, I had yarn already, partly knit up as something else, and I'm just not feeling the love at all. So I'm going to rip that out, and hopefully it will work much better as Rusted Root. We shall see. It's a short sleeve sweater, mostly stockinette with a little panel of lace kind of off center. So it's really cute. I don't know if it'll be cute on me. Again, you always take that risk. So the other thing, which is really what kept me from doing my vlog yesterday and all day today, another Borg moment. You know, Rose talked about that new blanket that she's started, the crochet granny square thing with the leftover sock yarn. And I've thought about doing something similar for a long time because, you know, the sock yarn piles up. The leftovers, they pile up after a while. And you start to think there's just not, you know, usually there's not that much left over that you could really do anything with unless they work together color-wise with other things. Then you could put them together in a hat or whatever, any number of things. But just by themselves, there's not that much. So I've just been holding on to them. I'm going to take this off now because it's making me hot. Yeah, I've been holding on to them and wondering what on earth will I do. So as I was sitting here yesterday, pondering that very thing, I kind of posed the question to Rose, and being the good Borg that she is, she encouraged me to start my own little leftover sock yarn blanket in crochet. And I haven't crocheted in a long time. Not really. I learned to crochet first, and then I learned to knit. And once I learned to knit, I really didn't go back to the crochet. So, but now that I've been doing it for a day, I really like it. It's fun. It goes, well, in theory, it goes fast. What I'm doing is not really going fast. Anyway, I don't love to knit, or not even knit. I don't love to crochet granny squares. I like the look of them, but I don't know. I don't find them that fun myself. It's just me. So I wanted to do something else, and I was thinking, well, maybe something kind of stripey, but, you know, I just didn't want straight stripes. So I looked on Ravelry, and one of the first things that comes up is the Easy Ripple Afghan. If you look up crochet blankets or Afghans and Ravelry patterns, it's a free pattern, it's easy, and so I thought, oh, that might actually be just the thing that I'm looking for. So I pulled out, sorry, got some fuzz. I pulled out some of my sock yarn and cast on, and I debated about, well, how big do I make it? Am I going to even have an idea of what I need to do here? So I just took the risk and picked what I thought was going to be the right number, and went for it. And like Rose, I mean, if you're going to go into this, you just have to know that this could well be the ugliest thing you ever create, because sock yarn leftovers don't really match because every pair of socks is different, right? So you just have to kind of embrace the ugly. Think of it as very Weasley-esque, at least I do. So here you go. You may want to brace yourselves because it doesn't really go together. But this is what I have so far. I started obviously at the bottom. That was the first band, and that is Gypsy Girl yarn, which I think is like Stone Barn fibers or something like that. And then the bluish, purplish, greenish, brownish after that is Cherry Tree Hill, and then is Trekking, and the top bit was a yarn that I bought off of Etsy a while ago. They were my Fox socks. Not Fox, F-O-X, Fox, F-A-W-K-E-S. Excuse me. So, here's what I have so far. It's going well. It is 40 inches wide and now about 5 inches long. So I wanted it to be wide enough that I could, kind of a lap blanket with, if I'm going to lay in the recliner and have something to cover up with, I wanted it to be wide enough for that. So we'll see. It's going well. It's just slow because it's fingering weight. Yeah, so I think that's about it for me for this week. I will be back next week. See you then.